Hi, this is the demo video for our root bone adder tool inside of Unreal Engine. Just a quick check of the asset before we get started. Here we have a Mixamo mesh that we exported out of Mixamo. Here we have Mixamo Michelle. And as an example here, not specific to Mixamo, but you'll see that we don't have a root bone here for this specific skeletal mesh character here. You can kind of also see that with this red line denoted here that the first root bone is actually offset from origin by this distance. So what our tool essentially allows you to do is add another bone above this hips bone here, and it will become the new root bone and it'll be located at the origin. So to get started, what we'll do is we will duplicate this mesh. And the reason why we do this is just because we don't want to necessarily want to lose our work. If you know what you're doing and you do have version control, feel free to just drop in the mesh directly as is, like I'm doing right here. If you don't know and you want to just test it out, you can just copy these two. So these are the skeletal mesh here and the associated skeleton. We're going to press Control D just to duplicate them. And then we're just going to right click the skeletal mesh here, and we're just going to assign the skeleton to the new duplicate one here so that they're linked between Mixamo Michelle 1 and the skeleton of Mixamo skeleton 1. So now that we have a copy of both the skeleton and the skeletal mesh that are linked together, we can do the changes on here. So it's as simple as dragging and dropping your skeletal mesh into the slot here. You can also pick from the list from the drop down. And when you're ready to go, pick a name for your root bone. By default, we'll have this root bone filled out for you here. And then once you press add root bone, you'll see this message that says, hey, we're going to add a new root bone to your skeleton. These changes will be permanent if you save after this operation. Are you sure you want to continue? So after we press OK, it'll say successfully added new root bone named root. And then if we just open up the new mesh now, you'll see that we have this new bone here now that's called root, and it's actually located at the origin. And you can see here, if we go into edit weights, there's no weights on the root bone, and the hips bone still had their weights that they had before. So if we go back to here and we go to edit weights, you'll see that it's the same weights that are on the hips bone, but it's just transferred over and we have this new root bone here now. Normally this feature isn't doable inside of the skeletal mesh editor because it only allows you to have only one root bone. So this tool does it all for you under the hood, nice and neat with the newly added root bone, with the transfer, etc. So hope this helps you guys. This is going to be a free widget that we're going to be releasing for the Fab Store as well as on GitHub. So feel free to give us your feedback. And if you have any questions or feedback, just contact us on Discord, and hope you have fun with this tool. And hope this helps you guys get your root bones working. And just a final tidbit, if you accidentally add another root bone or use a bone that already exists, you'll get this warning here that says the bone's already in use. So you need to add a unique root bone name for this to work. All right, thanks.